Hi everyone and welcome. It's Lauren here from Acting Classes in Perth, and this is the Daily Show, the show where I'm here to answer all your acting related questions at 7 p.m. every single day here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live and Twitter simultaneously, plus an audio only version now available in the iTunes podcast directory. Simply search for Acting Classes in Perth. Now, before we roll the intro, I would love to invite you to join me at one of my next free 3-hour acting classes for beginners. We have classes for all ages and for all experience levels, so don't think that you've missed the boat. Be sure to head on over to actingclassesinperth.com/free or follow the link in the description of this video to see when and where my next free class is being held. They are so much fun. They're always relaxed and super creative. We have so many laughs. We'd love to show you how our acting classes go, so please check that out. I'd love to see you there very, very soon. Right now, though, let's jump straight into today's episode. Now, before we get to today's question, if you are watching us right now, please give us a huge thumbs up. I would love to know that you're there. Also, feel free to leave a comment or ask a question. If you don't know what to say, just say hello. Plus, stay tuned because at the end of this episode, I've got another shout out for a student out there who has achieved so much. I'm so proud of. They've just achieved so much since starting with us here at Acting Classes in Perth. But right now, let's jump into today's question.
I was just wondering, as a beginner actor, how can I stand out during my audition?
Pastor man, thank you so much for sending in your question. Look, number one, I'm going to say confidence, right? But something that helps you increase your confidence is going to be preparation. Now, the reason that preparation helps you increase your confidence in an audition is because the more you are ready and prepared and know, the less anxiety that tends to come up in that audition space, and the less you're kind of going, oh my God, what do I do? How do I approach this? So what I want you to do is I want you to prepare. I want you to be as prepared as you can. Now, if that means you only have a couple of hours or a couple of days to prepare for that audition, then that's all you have, but put in everything you can. We have a saying, you know what it is, we've used it in class before: prepare, 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 and then I want you to let it go and be present in that moment, in that space. So when you do that, you find that innately your confidence grows very much. Now, a few other tips and techniques, Pastor, that you can do to help in that space with impressing the casting directors or the filmmakers would very much be to have some questions ready, right? So have questions ready. Now they can be questions relative to when the shoot is, the involvement that they need for you, where the shoot is taking place. You know, if it says set on a farm, well, there's a high chance that that's not going to be shot in the metro area, and so that may affect you in terms of travel, in terms of accommodation. You know, is accommodation provided if it is out of metro? You know, all this kind of stuff. These are really basic questions, but they definitely make it look like you have thought through the process before actually getting to that audition as well. And you know, another thing I think you should also consider, Pastor, is making sure that you answer the questions that they would want to ask you, but more importantly, and I guess more specifically, answering those questions before they've even asked them, right? So how do you do that? Well, most of the time there's a whole lot of common questions that are asked by audition casting directors and filmmakers at an audition. So what I want you to do is build a list of the common questions that tend to get asked of you at auditions, and then every audition you go to, have an answer prepared for those. And in some cases, you'll even find that you can actually impart that information to them before they've even asked you the question. And then what does that do? Well, that makes you look even more prepared, even more professional. And through my experience, it really is going to help you get that role and also progress down and secure more roles as you go further on with your acting. Pastor, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure so far, and well done with everything that you've achieved. And great question, man. But right now, let's have today's student shout out. Alrighty, so today's student shout out is for a guy who's pretty freaking awesome. Everyone in class loves him. He's fairly relaxed, fairly laid back, just a genuinely nice person. He's the kind of person, the kind of young man I think you'd want your daughter to date or marry. And his name is Will Evans. Will, it's been a pleasure, man, working with you. You're just so genuine, and I'm really excited to see everything that you achieve moving forward. You've also got a great amount of talent in you, man. So please stay focused, stay passionate, stay hungry for more acting, more growth and development, and keep going forward. Will, congratulations for landing today's student shout out. Well, there you have it. Now, if you liked this episode, be sure to share it on your social media platforms. Click the share button right now and help out a fellow actor. Now, if you are watching us on Facebook or Twitter, be sure to like and follow our page. And if you're watching us on YouTube, simply click the subscribe button and then be sure to hit the notifications bell next to it. Now, if you are listening to us finally on iTunes, simply click the subscribe button. Plus, don't forget to join me at my next free 3-hour acting class for beginners by visiting actingclassesinperth.com/free, or simply click the link in the description of this video. And I am so excited to see you there at one of our next free 3-hour acting classes for beginners. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm going to see you again tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another question that I answer here on the Acting Classes in Perth Daily Show. Until then, stay safe and, like always, happy acting.